What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures, and welcome to the very first episode for the brand new year of the No BS Weight Loss Podcast. This week, I'm super pumped and excited to be sharing with you my 3-step system for permanent weight loss, honey. This is the same system that I used personally to dump, get rid of, and wave goodbye to 20 kilos and keep it off. So let's dive in. Hey girl, I'm Kylie Pax. After a lifetime of emotional eating, struggling with my weight, and being a serial dieter, I finally found the missing key to weight loss and I lost 20 kilos. Each week, I'll give you my no BS weight loss advice so you can sprinkle it over your life and your dinner plate and lose weight too. Everything I teach you is fluff-free. That means you'll learn simple strategies to master not only your weight, but your mindset as well. Girl, you get that in check and those extra kilos will never haunt your booty again. If you're ready to lose the weight for life, let's go. So let's start this episode with the classic question that we all know. This is the most common question that I'm asked with any client, and this is the number one question that we all rack our brains to try and figure what the fuck is going on. Why do I know what to do? Why do I know exactly what to do, but I'm not doing it? Why do I know what to do, but I'm not doing it? Honey, please, there is not a female on the planet that does not know how to lose weight. By this stage, we have just dropped into 2023. There is nobody, I would swear to God, I would bet everything I have. I don't think there is a woman left on planet Earth that doesn't know the basics of weight loss. First of all, there's probably hardly a woman left on the planet that doesn't want to lose weight. And secondly, that doesn't know the basics of weight loss. Oh my God. Reduce your fucking calories and move your ass outside or at the gym or do some physical exercise. It's not rocket science. Why do we know what to do, but we're not doing it? I'm not. Do I see you? Do you see me out there reducing calories, fucking exercising and doing all the things? Listen, I did actually join a gym yesterday. Woohoo, clapping hand emojis for me. My first time again in about 3 years, because it's about my 158th failed attempt at joining a gym. And this year I just thought, fuck this shit. I am going to get myself. I just thought I will not reach 75, 80 years old and be sitting in a fucking rocking chair and thinking, I wish I had just put in the effort just one time, like stuck with it for more than a 3 or 6 month period. I don't want to be like a WWF, whatever they call themselves. I don't want to be like hitting the Arnold Classic and like super buff and ripped. That's not my personal goal and aspiration. I love and admire and have female friends that do, and they do that, and they look fucking amazing. It's not my vibe, because not because I don't love it, not because I don't think it's amazing, and also not because I don't think that I could do it, because I personally don't have the desire to do it, because let's be fair and real here. Let's be fucking real. If we're going to kick off January 2023, let's not bullshit ourselves. I can't be fucked putting in that amount of effort, quite frankly. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not say, I don't care about weight loss anymore, when you damn well do. And I'm only talking to women that actually do, because maybe you don't, then you wouldn't be listening to this. It's not for you. But if you do care, don't bullshit yourself with, I don't care, I'm just going to stay like this and be happy, when you secretly do care, but you simply can't be fucked putting in the effort. That's a whole different kettle of fish. So we will address that another time. But quite frankly, I cannot be stuffed putting in the amount of effort and work that it would take to reach that level of just gorgeous body perfection. So I'm happy to go somewhere in between where I currently am, which is doing 0 physical activity right now. And I'll just give you a bit of a heads up on why that is the case, because I spent the last fucking 12 months pretty much on the operating table. Like, it was a nightmare of a previous year for me. For many of you know, my beautiful mama passed away with a hideous, rare, and very aggressive form of cancer. So we had to watch that unfold. I'm sure it was not pleasant for her by any means. When I say we had to watch that unfold, like poor us, no, not a speck in the ocean compared to what she had to go through. It was horrendous on every aspect. And then also, just prior to that, we had lost my uncle's beautiful partner of 50 years. So the two of them were together for, like I say, almost 50 years. We lost him. Then we also lost my mum. And now my uncle has also been diagnosed, well, not with the same form of cancer, with prostate cancer. He's been diagnosed. And so now this is unfolding. And in the midst of all this shitstorm, I had 3 operations last year myself personally for different health issues to do with my gut, which I'm just going to say is 100% to do with my years of torturing my body and the hardcore dieting and disrespect that I showed my body for 30 years, because I didn't give a shit about what the price was. My mentality was be skinny at all costs. Well, all costs have fucking arrived. So let me give you a heads up. For all my younger listeners, honey, please, I'm coming to you from the future and I'm telling you, don't fuck with your body now. It is not worth it. You think, I don't care, I just want to be thin. Well, later is going to cut, like I'll deal with the consequences later. Later's going to fucking arrive. And you don't want what's coming. Like you want to address the issues now. Like if you're having health issues, then address them now. If you want to be thinner than you are, let's address it now in a healthy way. So I have joined the gym. And I'm going to put in the effort, and now, well, I clearly have to now because I've stated it out there and you're all going to be watching and be like, is that bitch in the gym? Because if she's not going to ask in the gym. And that's the whole point. Like when we give ourselves permission to rise up and be all that we know we can be and desire to be, we give another woman permission to do the same. So by all means, watch me on my journey. Let's see, right? If I will stick with it, because I know that I will. So it's almost like a dare. So I dare you, just go ahead and watch me because I'm going to be doing it. So if we circle back to why do I know what to do, but I'm not doing it? Oh my Lord, please. The answer to this is so simple that it hurts. And like it actually, I get like a in my gut when I think about it, because I think all these fucking years that I tortured myself, beat myself up because I thought, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why does it look like everybody else is changing? And, you know, as you know, my hell era with dieting was well before social media was even in existence. It wasn't even a thing. And yet I became suicidal over my weight and my issues with weight and my struggles with food. So this is why I'm so passionate about sharing this, because if social media had been even a blip on my radar at the time, I probably would have, I laugh, but it's not funny. I probably would have checked out because I was so tortured with self-comparison. And this was purely, this magazine's not even around anymore. But in my day, when I was a young chick, Dolly magazine was the thing, and these girls, like, they promoted, I remember, and I kept this article for years. Now I'm kicking myself because I know that I did eventually throw it out, but they were promoting cleansers and giving you the diet recipe. You do this, you eat pineapple strips. I fucking remember this. You were to eat pineapple for one day, and like not as much as you wanted. You could have like a few strips of pineapple on day 1. Day 2 was an apple, and definitely there was no bananas. I remember there being apples, and day 3 was like, who fucking knows? Maybe it was cucumber or something. And this was you were encouraged to follow this. This was the era that I grew up in. It was so, really, it was just complete mind fuckery when you think about it. And is it any wonder that we now still to this day struggle with our self-image, self-worth and all of it? Not at all. Because whilst the hardcore messages like that might have changed, the very subtle undertones of a female needs to be attractive attractive, not just go ahead girls, go and be your own brand of attractive. No, fuck that. The industry is like, you must be attractive in the way that we shall now lay out before you. And if you don't meet these criteria, well, quite frankly, you are just taking up space on planet Earth, and you should really just go somewhere else and stop wasting your time. So why do we know what to do and we're not doing it? Because we have no choice but to stay consistent with our current identity. If you see yourself as a woman who makes New Year's resolutions but then like dumps them after 2 weeks or even 48 hours, you will stay consistent with that. If that's been your pattern in the past, you'll probably do it again this year. Just hold on. Don't just turn me off right now, because I'm about to tell you how we're going to change that. But don't be surprised when January 1st rolls around and you don't suddenly leap into a gym routine, like go out and start being a gym bunny, go and, start your new fucking Dolly magazine cleanse. That's probably not going to happen. And why isn't it going to happen? Because you don't identify with that part of existence at all. That is not part of your current identity. This is the example, to explain this further, this is the example that I give clients all the time because it's the easiest way to understand. You are not going to wake up tomorrow and start acting like Beyonce because you don't fucking think you're Beyonce. You will do nothing that she does, you will suddenly start doing because you don't think that you are her. You don't have Beyonce's identity. She has her identity. You have your own. But if your current identity, the way that you see and perceive yourself is, as I say, a person that makes big plans but never follows through, a person that wants to do things but actually never follows through, a person that starts projects but never follows through, you will stay consistent with that identity because that is purely who you see yourself to be. If you woke up tomorrow and started acting like Beyonce, you would fucking freak yourself out and that's why we don't do it. And sudden changes and hardcore changes do freak us out because that is not who we think we are, and we feel very uncomfortable and we don't like it, and usually within a very short period of time we go scooting on back into our little shell of comfort of who we think that we are. Nice to try, loved doing that little Dolly magazine cleanse. Oh gee, that was quite jolly for a day or two, but it's so uncomfortable and I don't feel good, I don't feel like myself. We don't sit there and go, oh, I must be bucking against my state of identity. No, we just go, this sucks, and we go and eat the chocolate because that's what we've always done in the past. That's how we identify ourselves to be. Identity drives behavior. So if you are ever wanting to change your sense of identity and thereby the actions that you are going to take, you're going to need to change how you see yourself, honey. You can no longer indulge the luxury, and it is an indulgence that is not helping you. You can no longer indulge the luxury of going, well, you know, this is just who I am. No, if you're not loving the results that you're getting, you better not decide this is who you fucking well are, because you have the ability and, quite frankly, the responsibility to change, especially now that we've hit a brand new year, brand new month. It is time for you to step it up. So when it comes to making sure that this is the final and last time that you ever have to deal with weight loss in 2023, this is how it rolls out. I'm about to share with you my 3 steps. And the first one is you need to, this makes very common sense. This makes very common sense. This makes perfect sense considering everything we've talked about. You're going to need to carve out a new sense of identity. What does this mean? Do I want you to suddenly start acting like Beyonce? No. It's the same as saying you're going to wake up tomorrow and start acting like Britney Spears. Well, I fucking hope not, because you're not going to like the results that you're getting. But what we are going to do is start shifting the spotlight of what you're focusing on. You have incredible fucking qualities within you and about you, but you are shining your spotlight on all the shit that you don't like. And you're sitting back and going, why? Woe is me. Why can't I do it? What's wrong with me? Why can they do it but not me? Why do I start but I never finish? Why am I addicted to chocolate? Why can I not stop eating pizza? Why? Well, listen, your brain is a little fucking computer, and it's going to find the answers to every single question that you ask it. So if you're asking it dumb ass questions like, why can I not stop eating chocolate? It's going to give you an answer to that question. Because you're a loser, because you're fat, because you're stupid. Like, it's going to give you answers that you don't want to hear. First of all, they're not true. But secondly, what the hell else is it supposed to come up with? If you ask your brain some different questions like, how can I move forward this year and lose weight in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable? How can I lose weight this year and move forward in a way that feels good and is exciting and allows me to maintain my sanity? How can I lose the weight that I want to lose this year without depriving myself and restricting myself of foods that I want? Your brain is going to find solutions to those questions, and it doesn't have a choice. It's not like bias as to what it's going to tell you. It's just going to tell you the answer to the questions that you ask it. So we need to start by embedding a new sense of identity, shining the spotlight away from the shit that you don't want and shifting it to the diamonds and the golds and the jewels that you do have within yourself, enhancing those and dragging on in some new qualities that you might not yet have, but know that would really enhance your journey and benefit you as you're moving along your weight loss process in 23. So an example of this might look like I'm really fucking good at organizing. Like I'm a highly organized person. I'm a Virgo. So that really explains it all. I'm a Virgo and I'm obsessed with clean, neat, tidy, organized, things in systems and rows, color coded and little labels on them. That's how I roll. I'm really good at that. So it would benefit me knowing that that's already a strong part of my personality. But what I'm not good at is follow through. I'm really fucking bad at follow through, quite frankly. Like I am the classic start something and drop it and never finish it and then try not to think about it so that I don't have to feel like a total fucking loser, right? I'm not good at the follow through. So it would benefit me, it would behoove me to shine the spotlight on the parts of my personality and my identity that I do love and I enjoy. Like I think my organization skills kick ass. Like I think it's amazing and I like it. So it would benefit me then to shine the spotlight on that. Maybe make a spreadsheet, get an app, do something that's bright and colorful and engages your senses and organize my shit the way that I want it to roll out for 2023. For example, I already know my goals. I've set them. Like I want to join the 5 a.m. club. I want to go to this gym and I want to go every day. I want to be working out and honing in on my meals as in I mean, the way I eat isn't bad, but I did get lazy over the Christmas New Year period. There was a lot of processed foods because I just couldn't be stuffed. I hate cooking, just hate it at the best of times. And I certainly wasn't going to be doing it over that period. So there was just lots of prepackaged food, ready-made food, like all this sort of thing. I fully intend to change that now in 23 and shift that up to more fresh food that I know the enzymes are still alive when I put it in my body, right? They haven't been fried to like within an inch of their life by the microwave, that sort of thing. So this is what I intend to do for 2023. For me to follow through on that, I'm going to need to integrate some new components to my identity so that when I start doing that, it doesn't feel like a total ass. Like it feels good. I feel like it's fine and I enjoy it. So I'm going to integrate some new qualities, decide what the qualities are that I want to integrate into my identity. That's step number one. Step number two is to create a structure around that identity. As I mentioned, I need to decide what, when, why, and how much of these new qualities am I going to bring forward into my world. So I can say, all right, I want to join the 5 a.m. club, but maybe I only want to do it 3 days a week. Maybe I want to do it 1 day a week to start with while I start acclimatizing to the shock to my system of 5 a.m. So these are the things you need to understand. Step number one is to decide what it is that you want to integrate and bring into your current identity, the things that are going to help you reach your goals for the new year. Step number two is to create a system around that. What, when, why, and how much of these things are you going to do? You need to know why it matters. And not only do you need to know why it matters, you need to have different whys, so to speak. You need to have different whys for different occasions. This is the example I like to give. If you were trying to fit into your high school jeans, which are like highly do not recommend. However, this is just an example we can all understand. If you're trying to fit into your jeans from fucking 30 years ago, right? And you've got a high school reunion coming up, you may be quite motivated to carry through with that and do that, and that's all amazing and you're excited, it's fantastic. But if you want to fit into those damn jeans and there's no high school reunion coming up, there's fucking no reason at all for you to really give a rat's ass. You're not going to have the motivation to do that. However, if also you wanted to fit into those jeans for a different reason, like because, I don't know, you were really, really broke and you couldn't afford to buy a new pair of jeans, well, there's some motivation to fit into the damn jeans. What I mean to say is you need different motivations for different times. When I normally might have eaten junk food, but my mum was extremely ill, that was fucking motivation for me to change up the way that I was eating and just be like, I don't want this. I don't want this to around her. I don't want this to be part of my world. I don't want this in my future. So hello, motivation to change. The third step that you're going to need to integrate now, if you want 23 to be the final chapter that you ever have to deal with this weight loss crap again, is you're going to, and listen, let me just preface this by saying, the first two steps that I gave you, fun, let's do it. Let's bring out the colored highlighters, the spreadsheets, the apps. This is fun. Let me think about what I want to bring into my identity. Let me make a structure around it. It's all pen and paper shit. And let me show you. Listen, I'm an old school girl. I've got it. I did it here. I did it. I love me. Some colored highlighters, some stickers, some colored textures. I'm all about it. But the third step here is where we get down to brass tacks. You are going to need to discipline your ass to actually do the thing that you say you want to do. Now, when I say identity drives behavior, this is where it's going to get tough. If you are still seeing yourself as a quitter, as a person that doesn't follow through, as a big boned girl, as a person that always struggles with their weight, you are going to have a hard time with this third step. But this is where discipline is what it is. It means that, listen, discipline doesn't mean you get it perfect. Discipline doesn't mean you get it right, quote unquote, all the time. No, that is not what discipline means. Discipline means when your ass fucks up, time and time again, you pick yourself up and you get on with the fucking job. Not because you're doing it perfect or you're doing it right or you need to get it perfect or right, because you damn well want the result and you will not let your own shit stories stand in the way of you getting the goal that you know you're very damn well capable of achieving. You need structure to guide your daily actions, but you need standards to guide your daily decisions. This is the most important thing. If you're going to tweet something out from today, tweet that. You need structure to guide your daily action, and you need standards to guide your daily decisions. Bring these into the new self-identity that you want to create. This is the 5th eating code. If you hear me talk about this, and I cannot remember I cannot remember what episode it is. I think it's 61, but I'm going to put it in the show notes where I talk about the 5 eating codes. It might be 51. I'm going to put it in the show notes. I talked to you about the 5 eating codes. This is basically the 5th eating code in detail. You're going to need to create a new sense of identity. Decide what qualities you bring into that identity, because we're not ousting everything that you have. As I said, you've got gems, diamonds, gold. You've already got so much goodness in you. We're going to shift the spotlight away from the trash that you don't like, and we're going to start shining it onto the things that you do like. Enhance your vision on those, and then bring in the new qualities that you also want to bring in that you know will exacerbate your progress and just expedite the whole journey as you're moving towards your weight loss goals for 23. Secondly, we're going to create some structure around that, remembering what, when, why, and how much of each of these things you want to do. And then finally, you just girl, please, you just got to discipline your damn ass to do it. If you want to know more, as always, please do head on over to kyliepax.com/free course. Honey, the course is going live Jan 16th. So if you haven't hopped on the waiting list, now is the time. It is completely free. I am giving you not just gold, I mean the entire haul of gold and diamonds and jewels. Every last single thing that I did to lose the 20 kilos and keep it off, please, honey, please. Go hop on over kyliepax.com/free course. Grab yourself the wait list, pop yourself on the wait list, and you will have that in your inbox on Jan 16th. I cannot wait to see you there. Until then, my loves, please always remember, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. Come on. The only person who has the power to change your life this year is you. When you step up, stop shining the spotlight on your bullshit qualities that you are tired of looking at, shift it across to the qualities that you know are going to enhance your journey, bring in even more goodness into your life, and take some damn action. That is when you've got what it takes. I'm sending you huge amounts of love. I will see you all again next week. Until then, my gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com/free course and sign up for my free weight loss training so you can start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources in my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without the BS diet drama. I'll see you next week.